Hey guys, this is Autobot Lancer. I'm bringing you my first ever Transformers review, and yeah, today I'm going to be reviewing Masterpiece Grimlock, the Hasbro release. As you can tell, he's quite large, very up there in scale. Lots of detailing on this guy. He's got the Autobot emblem on his chest. Yes, a lot of people have been asking if the teeth have been filed down. Yes, they have. He does have the filed down teeth and claws. He does have, inside his mouth here, you can see he's got his flamethrower. Sorry about that. Let's see if I can get that to focus. See his flamethrower inside his mouth and his rounded teeth. He does have this cool little feature on the side of his face where you open his mouth, you push this little button here and his mouth closes. Also, you can pop his head open, rotate his eyes around, if I can get them to rotate here, and he can go to having from blue eyes to red eyes. I personally like him with the blue eyes as it's a little more cartoon accurate. If you're going with the G1, but as you can see, pretty menacing. Very cool figure. His head does go up, so you can get him in some pretty intimidating poses, and even in dinosaur mode. The other feature he does have is if you wiggle his tail, his head moves. Mine doesn't tend to do it too well, but yeah. Transformation form is very simple. It's just a matter of, well, it's very similar to the G1. Unfortunately, I wish I had him, but I don't. So the first thing you want to do is come back here to his little jet packs and pop those open. And fold those back. Already, as you can see, Grimlock's head is exposed. You then take his dinosaur head and fold this back, and right behind here you'll see there's a clip or a little peg right here and a little hole inside Grimlock's head right there, and that will just peg into there. Not the best peg, but it does it. Okay, so you can bring his chest up and just out of the way for the right now. Now for his legs, take his tail, and you're going to want to split it at the tip, and then split it down here. Now when you rotate his leg out, hopefully I'm getting this all on camera, sorry guys, you'll flip this out, and you'll see this piece here will fold up, and there's a little tab here that will peg into there. Now take this piece, and you rotate it in, and that'll give him some leg support. You'll rotate this piece up, fold in that tail piece, and that goes in there, and then you can finish putting this piece right down in there. So there's one leg. Rotate that up and out of the way. Do the same on this side. Spin his leg out. And then fold this piece here in. Once again, same thing. Peg will peg in. His leg piece comes up like that. And then rotate this piece in. And that kind of holds it all in place. Rotate his leg around. Straighten it out. And then there's his legs. Now you want to take his chest piece and go to slide this down. Now, if you do it correctly, the Autobot emblem will form in his chest. So, I don't know how well you can see that, or if you can see that, but in his chest there is the Autobot emblem. Oh, there we go. So that will give you the Autobot emblem. Now, open up this little flap here on his arm, and then you can get his fist out, close that back up. Fold that down. I like to put the claws like this. Now, same on this side. So bring his fist down, open that flap up, and now Grimlock is doing the splits. We fold the fist out, fold the hands, and bring out his fist. Alright, close that up, fold down his claws a little bit there. Now you can come back here and refix his head, fold these back out a bit. Both his little wings on each side fold out, and then his head pegs in a little better. I like to fold his claws up, bring him down, and just kind of tuck him behind. Same on this side. Bring him close, fold it up there. Alright. So, there we have Masterpiece Grimlock in his robot mode. He's very, very sweet. Right here on his face, for his visor, there's a little tab here in the back. Don't know how well you're going to be able to see that, but there's a little red switch here. If you pull that up, he now has a red visor. As you can see there. The head sculpt on this thing is just wow. They did an amazing job on it, which is about time. About time Hasbro gave us something decent. So as you can see, if the head sculpt there is just wow, really good job. So tons of articulation. It does spin almost 180 degrees behind him, but he's kind of blocked by his backpack there. Same there. It does look up, looks down, side to side. With his arms, they do rotate full, well, would rotate full 360, but it's kind of hindered by his backpack. Same with this side. He does have a waist swivel, which is kind of nice because not a lot of Transformers actually have that. Legs come up. You can do some like ninja kicks or something. It does have this in here. Hip swivel. Sorry about my dogs. Guess I should have put them away before trying to decide to do a Transformers review. Also on his foot, it's on a ball joint, so he does have a bit of a foot swivel. And unfortunately, if I was a little more prepared than this, I thought I had all his weapons. But I'll be right back and I'll run and grab those. Alright, so sorry about that there, guys. I think for our first Transformers review I'd be a little more prepared, but, well, I'm not. So, here is his blaster. It's very G1. You can put it in either hand. If you put it in this hand, it does have the our little button here on the upper side of his arm. You push that, and it lights up. And I like to display it in his other hand, which it can hold. There's a little tab on here that pegs in to a little tab on top of his arm. So then you're able to get him to hold his gun. You can always bring down the claws to hold it a little more in place so it doesn't go over everywhere. And then the same with the sword. He can hold his sword. Once you push the button, the sword lights up. It's pretty badass. Same thing, you bring his claws down so it holds it in place and doesn't go over. So there's Grimlock with his weapons. He also does come with this crown with the Hasbro version. This is based off the comic when Optimus Prime was no longer leader and Grimlock became